Hi, I'm Ashley with the Fayette Chamber, here inside the Fayette TV office with my new friend Carrie from the Fayette Fiber Festival.
Fayette County Fiber
Fayette
Festival.
County, that C really, I need to add that in there so
Yes,
it's not
you
as
do.
tricky to say. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me today, Ashley.
You brought a lot of fun things that we're going to discuss.
I tried to bring a good representation of what will be available at the festival.
Perfect. And I think first we need to know the important details. When is this Fiber Festival coming?
So the Fayette County Fiber Festival is being held on Saturday, June 7th at the Fayette County Fairgrounds. The vendor market hours will be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it is a family-friendly event.
Perfect. I think hearing the term Fiber Festival leaves a little bit of question mark. So let's dive into what that actually means. And we have some clear examples, but I want to go over the details of what Fiber Festival means.
So most people, when they hear the term Fiber Festival, immediately go to the food aspect and think wheat and kidney beans and Metamucil, and that's not the case at all. We are referring to the fibers that are used for making yarn that is used for garments and blankets and other things. The fleeces from sheep, the spinning fiber that they use to make that yarn, and the tools and other things that go with it.
That really helps clear it up. I know I had a little bit of questions the first time I heard the term, but it easily definable. So
Yes.
Thank you for that. What made you get into this? Because you're a vendor yourself. So what made you want to start this venture and the festival itself?
So for 10 years, I have been hand dyeing and hand painting yarn, and I travel across the country to festivals like this. My husband and I had talked pre-COVID about starting a festival, and it just wasn't the right time. It wasn't, something about it was wrong. And then in the fall of 2022, we learned that the Waynesburg Sheep and Wool Festival was closing its doors. The board disbanded, which was taking an event like this away from southwestern Pennsylvania. And we decided we couldn't let that happen.
No.
We need those types of event here to educate the public, to provide the fiber artists and the enthusiasts with an outlet, a place they can go and get things that they can't buy at the big box and craft stores.
Yes. And it's such good quality. And we're going to talk about this this moment in a moment. But I think it's interesting. And the cool thing now is like granny hobbies. And I don't mean that in a negative sense. I mean, we're really taking the time to enjoy our hobbies now. We're being more thoughtful.
More thoughtful in what we're making, in where the clothing is coming from, where our accessories are coming from, how they're crafted. And I think the upcoming generation wants to get back to making things themselves.
It's so rewarding more sustainable for sure.
It's more sustainable. The health benefits are numerous. It's great for, mental reasons. It's great for dexterity reasons. It helps with dementia and Alzheimer's. The benefits to crafts like knitting, quilting, sewing, crochet far outweigh anything you can get from a TV screen or a telephone.
And I feel like, I can't sew. It slightly intimidates me. So knitting, all of that, I really want to learn. I know one day I'm just going to dive into it. So having events like this where I can come talk to experts,
yes.
You're already easing my mind of what this actually is. So I feel like I could dive in. And I do have friends who are younger, who are knitting amazing things and wearable things and playthings for their children. So it's all of those benefits you said are really going to carry the rest of their life.
The eventual goal is to have classes at the festival. But as a vendor, I knew we had to start small and grow up to that point. So this is our third year.
Okay.
When we started the first year, planning started in 2022. We held the first event in May of 2023. I had 18 vendors show up at the Morrell Fire Hall, and we had over 321 people come to support that event.
That's incredible.
We ran out of parking. So for the next year, we moved the event to the Fayette County Fairgrounds, where we had the room to expand, to grow, to become the type of festival that is our ultimate goal.
Yeah.
You may not be aware, but events like this have been happening across the country for a long time. One of the oldest in the area is the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival. It was started in 1973 and has been going strong ever since. They get upwards of 20,000 people that attend the event every year.
So that's our goal here in Fayette.
That's the eventual goal. The second oldest one is held in Rhinebeck, New York. That one is the New York Sheep and Wool Festival. They have over 250 vendors that show up, and they have people that not only come from around the country in the 50 United States, they have people that come from around the world
Wow.
to attend that event.
Wow.
So that's the ultimate goal,
Yeah.
is to become a festival of that caliber.
I think you're in the right direction, and I mean it. I mean, even if I'm scrolling late at night on my social media feeds, it's these hobbyists, these homesteading kind of feeling, and I love that that's what we're getting into
Yes.
as a society for our physical and our mental, just that slow down. But it doesn't look like this table is any kind of slowdown. So let's go over some of the things here today. And I think we have to start with the elephant in the bag here.
The elephant in the bag here. This is a fleece provided to me from Boss Mare Shearing. This is from her personal flock of California red sheep. The sheep's name was Pepper.
Okay.
Pepper will be at the festival. You can come and meet Pepper if
that.
you want to. She'll be there with a few of her siblings in what their Boss Mare calls a breed display. So, as we had talked about a little earlier before the camera turned on, wool is biodegradable, so it's super earth friendly. It's a renewable resource. It does not harm the sheep in any way. That's a myth we need to debunk. Sheep are never harmed when you're shearing them.
And it helps regulate their temperature too.
It's
So it is a needed.
It's a necessity. It's
Yeah.
a humane necessity to shear the sheep, because if a sheep goes too long between shearings, they can actually develop health problems, skin lesions, and die from heat exhaustion.
I can
in the
imagine.
super hot
I mean,
weather. That's a lot
Yeah.
of, this is one sheep.
Right. Putting on a wool sweater on top of a wool sweater
Right.
on top of a wool sweater. I mean, that's their life.
And, the yarn, it's not just used for yarn. You can also use it in products like shoelaces, and they'll use them in Band-Aids sometimes. This breed in particular is a California red sheep. It was developed in Dixon, California in the 1970s. There are less than 750 of these sheep in the United States right now. It's actually considered a very rare breed.
Oh.
So
And we have it here.
you have the fleece here, and we will have more of these sheep at the festival. People can come and meet them and see them and talk to the shearer and learn anything they want to know about shearing sheep. It's no different than taking a dog to a groomer.
Which is, I think people really don't understand
Right.
that aspect of it. And we're doing something, not we, you're doing something beautiful with kind of the leftover residuals.
This is
of
the
maintenance.
hair that's left.
Yeah.
It will be processed and cleaned, spun, eventually dyed, and knit into something.
You make it sound so effortless.
There's a lot more effort
I
behind it than
know.
you think.
So let's dive into a little bit. We have some actual
These are
clothing items here.
Finished samples that will be on display at the festival. They're meant to provide inspiration. Now, while you will have some people with finished items that will be can be purchased, these specific ones will not be for sale. Sorry.
That's okay. They're beautiful.
So you have the finished garments, which can be, people can use as a launching point. Ooh, I want to make that. Ooh, can I do something like this? Oh, that's what you can do with that.
Yeah.
Then you have some hard copy printed patterns. We have hand-dyed yarn. This is all yarn I dye.
How long does it take that process?
It depends on the color.
Okay.
So if the more colors that are on it, the more involved it is the dyeing.
I'm just overwhelmed with the skill set that you would have to turn this into this. So, I mean, huge applause.
I miss a step. I don't start here.
It's okay.
Mine comes already spun. I just put all the pretty colors on it. So.
You're still doing a lot of the work, so you don't be modest. This is a very talentful table here. So let's go over a little bit more of what is here.
These are handcrafted project bags and tote bags. We have some handcrafted solid lotion bars, which instead of a tube of hand cream that can pop open in your bag, these are actually solid. And in
it's beautiful.
bar form.
That's beautiful.
So what you would do with this is pop it out into your hand, you hold it for a minute or two, you allow it to melt, and then you'll feel the lotion begin to go into your skin.
Oh, I love that. And sustainable.
Yes.
All natural.
All natural. It is beeswax, either shea butter, cocoa butter, some coconut oil, and essential oils for fragrance.
I am in love with all of that. And that's the pattern of the world today.
Yes.
And that's what it needs to be. So I thank you even for bringing that to this county in a huge way.
Yeah.
In a celebratory way.
2 other vendors at the festival. Not only do they do the solid lotions, they also do handcrafted soaps and other products. So I would, it's not just about the yarn. Every vendor that is coming to the festival handcrafts whatever product they're selling.
That sounds
We have
like so much fun.
one gentleman who's coming. He is he spins wood.
Oh,
So he does everything from salad bowls to drop spindles. And he'll have a huge display there of things. We have Breakneck Bee Farm coming. They're actually bringing a live hive that you can come and watch.
Oh, my
and they'll have
goodness.
their honey and their candles and other
Yeah.
things like that. So yeah, it's like
so
I
a little
said,
bit of shopping.
definitely
Sign me
lots
up.
and lots of shopping.
Sign
We
me
have
up.
over 40 vendors coming from PA, Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware.
Wow. So really, I mean, the eastern part of
We have a good section of the eastern seaboard coming.
I love
To
that.
Fayette County to.
Perfect.
And then down at the end, we have one of our T-shirts that will be for sale at the festival. We ran a contest online that people could submit their designs, and it went up for public vote.
Oh.
So that the winning design was put on the front of the T-shirt. That was done by Peyton Wamsley. She is today's her birthday. She just turned 14.
Oh my goodness. What talent.
And that was free-handed based off of a pin her mother bought at the festival last year.
That's adorable.
But yeah, she was the winner for the T-shirt design contest. So the T-shirts will be available for sale at the festival, $20 each.
And I think it's nice that you're reaching out to your own community for real feedback.
Yes.
Because that's really how you grow in any industry, is talking to your own people. I'm humbled that you're here on Fayette TV with us today to help spread the word, and we debunked a few things, and to let me know that this is a shopping opportunity.
Definitely a shopping opportunity.
I'm going to be there. It sounds really fun. So let's remind people one more time when your fair is this year.
It is on Saturday, June 7th at the Fayette County Fairgrounds. The market hours will be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I do want to mention, instead of charging you admission, we collect canned goods for Connellsville Community Food Ministry.
Oh.
They everything goes into the food bank. If you buy yarn that you want to use right away, there will be a winding station on site for $1 per 100 gram skein. You can have your yarn wound into a usable cake, and all proceeds from the winding station will be donated to the Wounded Warrior Fund.
Oh my goodness. This is so heartwarming.
And then I personally, most of the vendors do have a special color that's available at an event. This is the one I will be featuring. It's called Larkin's Legacy. It was dyed in honor of a woman who worked for a nonprofit called A Way Out that helps abused and neglected women to get out of bad situations. $5 from every skein I sell will be donated to that charity.
I mean, there's nothing you haven't done for this festival. It's so nice to hear that you're reaching back into the community, not only using local vendors and local sheep, but you're giving back to the community in 2 to 3 amazing organizations. So thank you for thinking outwardly instead of just
Thank you.
about your festival in general. I think it's really special to know, and I think it'll help people spend a little more. I know every time I hear that proceeds go somewhere, I'm digging deeper in my pockets. So
Right.
I hope that everyone who comes to the festival knows that, and then also helps with all of these.
Yeah, and you do not need to be a knitter or crocheter or know anything about yarn to come and enjoy the event. There will be food trucks on site, so it's definitely an opportunity to get out of the house, come spend a day with the family. The kids can see some really cool animals and even maybe pet a bunny or two.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
It really sounds like a full day.
it is. It is a
instead
very
of
full
just
day.
a quick in and out, or I have like an errand kind of thing.
Right.
Like I
No,
need a
this
new
is-
yarn. It seems like you're really going to want to spend half the day there.
You will want to spend some time there just seeing everything.
Yeah, I would love to pet our sheep friend, Pepper.
Pepper.
I would love to
This is
pet Pepper in real life. I mean, this is close, but I thank you so much
Well, thank you,
for
Ashley.
coming on to Fayette TV. Is there any last minute anything that we missed for today?
I don't think so. I think we've covered all of it. So.
Perfect. Well, I hope to see everyone June 7th at the Fayette County Fairgrounds for the Fayette County
County.
Fiber Festival. Thank you.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yep.